Mm. Definitely nap time. Good morning, guys. I just had a shitty time. Anyways, I'm outside of the gym. It's Monday morning. It's April 17th, so I have 2 days until I take my exit exam. I've been studying the past like 3 days. I'm nervous. I'm excited because I'm almost done. I actually had a dream last night that I walked the stage at graduation, so hopefully that's a good sign. I'm really just filming to show you guys how I'm studying for the exit and my results, and possibly me having a little fun over the weekend if I pass. That's really what this video is going to be about. I have a link in my bio of a GoFundMe if you guys want to help and support. I had, you know, a little bit of a family emergency and I would love the help. Don't feel obligated to help or, you know, donate money or anything like that, but just to give it out there to see if anybody wants to help with this. You guys know I'm in school and I'm in between jobs. I'm looking towards getting a job, which I will touch on that too, because it's been honestly difficult trying to find a job, which is weird. It'll be in my description box and I will put it in my community tab if you guys want to help. It's just a GoFundMe. Trying to make sure that I really with my mental health, because this is a very stressful time. I really had insomnia the past like week. I've been up until like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Like I have been able to sleep. I just been like, everything has just been like scaring me, and like I don't know why. I've never had that feeling before, but everything has just been like really affecting me. Like the slightest thing is just like affecting me. Trying to make sure that I work out so that way I don't feel overwhelmed or that my anxiety just doesn't take over, because I do need to have a clear head to be able to study for this exam and prepare myself for the NCLEX, which is a whole different ball game. But it's 9:36. I'm gonna work out here, probably just do 12-3:30, because I'm honestly not in the best mood right now and I want to get some type of sweat and workout in, but I really want to just go home. It's snowing. It was 80 degrees the last 3 days and now it's snowing, so that's fun. A form of self-care for me, and I really want to make sure that I am designating some time to do that. But my battery's gonna die and my eyes have been so itchy and puffy and scratchy because of allergies. It's just been a whole thing. My filming schedule, I haven't filmed in like a week and a half. I still haven't edited and uploaded my other video, but I'm just gonna try to calm down, try to relax. I have some documents on my phone that I can study from. I'll show you guys that. And like I said, this video is really just me like studying and preparing for the exit and my results. So hopefully by the time I post this video, I passed and I'm good to go and I'm done with the nursing school forever. So we'll see. But welcome to my channel, welcome to this video. We'll see what happens. Just made my coffee, got all my supplies here, my binder that I've been using, computer, and then pens and pencils and all that type of stuff. But I am going to just do practice questions because I literally only have tomorrow, so I don't really have enough time to learn new material and then like study that material efficiently. So the best thing and the biggest tip is to do practice questions. The thing to remember is that all the information is the same. So if you do, and there's only so many questions, so if you do like a Quizlet or whatever, don't heavily focus on the answers. Try to read the question, look at the answers, and figure out your own answer, and then put a rationale behind it, because the biggest thing is the rationale. You need to know why that answer is that answer, and then once you figure that out, then you'll be able to answer questions based on that same topic. So say if the topic is on diabetes, a quiz or a set of practice questions would be, what is the diet recommended for someone who has diabetes? What is the foot care recommended for somebody who has diabetes? What are the medications that the nurse might administer with a patient with diabetes? What are the lab values you might see? What are the complications? So all of that is on diabetes. So if you look over your diabetes notes, then you'll be able to figure out and you'll be able to answer those set of questions just solely knowing the knowledge on diabetes. So I feel like us as nursing students, or if you're, you know, in the beginning of nursing school or even at the end of nursing school or even taking your NCLEX, there's only so many ways that the test bank is going to ask that question. So you might see the question worded the same multiple times, but it's on that one specific topic. So that's just a tip that I have to give, because it really helped me out, because I'm like, how am I supposed to learn all of this information? And it's like, realistically, you're not going to know all of the information. You really only need to know 60 to 70% of the information. So nobody's going to get 100% on anything. You're not going to know all of the information you're on one topic. That's just like impossible. You're not going to know all of the medications. You're not going to know all of the side effects and the adverse effects on all these medications. You're not going to know all these diseases and like the nursing interventions. But if you know the nursing process and if you know safety, you'll figure out the answer. Is really making sure that I, one, look at my ABCs. So my airway, breathing, and circulation. That's the first thing you want to do, especially in prioritization questions. If they say, hey, the nurse just got change of shift report, and who is the first person that the nurse should go to, look at your answers and pick the answer for airway, breathing, or circulation. Period. Secondly, safety. So you want to make sure that you're not going to kill this patient. So pick the answer that's going to keep the patient safe. In the NCLEX world or in ATI world, you're in this perfect hospital. You're in this perfect setting. You have all the time in the world. The NCLEX just wants to make sure that you do not kill the patient. You want to look at the nursing process. So you learn the nursing process in basically your first nursing class. So it's ADOPI. I don't know if anyone else's professor taught them like that, but ADOPI, so you want to do assessments before you do like interventions. You want to do a diagnosis before you do an evaluation. So if you make sure that you look at and understand, and it's not going to simply say assess the patient. It might, but it might not say assess the patient. It might say obtain vital signs, or it might say ask the patient their pain level. Those are all assessments for the patient. So that's go higher than administering a medication. So those are just some tips that really helped me to have test taking strategies, because like I said, you're not going to know all of the information. This is just impossible. I mean, nursing school might be 2 to 4 years. You're not going to know every single thing. And the NCLEX just tests based on safety and the nursing process and ABCs. Yes, some of the stuff you might need to know, but you can weed it out. The answers might just be like, oh no, I know for sure that's not going to be it. I've really been able to get down to my last 2 answers and then really think about, okay, ABCs, patient safety, and the nursing process, and then I can pick between that. Sometimes I guess, sometimes I really heavily focus, sometimes I just know. Practice questions are the biggest factor, and that's going to help you because you're taking tests. So many ways that the test bank or the NCLEX or ATI or HESI or whatever program you use, there's only so many ways they can ask the question. So I'm going to start studying because I have to take this quiz that's due today and I didn't take it, so I need to fit that into my schedule. And then me and my friends are having a FaceTime like study date type of thing at like 4 after I get Kitely. So it's just gonna be pretty much studying today.
between us just like we fences. You got issues that I'm mentioning right now, 'cause we're falling apart, falling apart, falling apart. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say.
That's mostly the ones I've seen them like question.
Yeah, that was on the predictor too. Goes in glove, and then the order of removal is like alphabetical order, so it'd be gloves, goggles, gown, mask. I'm filming this on my phone because my camera battery is charging, but I just went through the first 10 questions. Now I'm on the next 10 questions. I take it, 10 questions at a time. But anyways, this was I forgot to say another study tip is to go from least invasive to most invasive when it comes to nursing interventions. So this question was, a nurse is caring for a client who has a PEG tube and is receiving intermittent feedings. Prior to initiating the feeding, which of the following actions should the nurse take first? So you want to really pay attention to stuff like that, like prior to initiating the feeding, and then the following actions the nurse should take first. I did not read the question thoroughly, and I thought aspirate the tube for residual contents, because yes, that's what you should do before you initiate another feeding, because you need to see how much is left inside of the patient's stomach. But that's not what you should do first. What you should do first is place the client in the semi-Fowler's position, because that's getting the client ready for the feeding. So yes, you will aspirate for the residual contents, but what should you do first? But it's placing the client in semi-Fowler's position. So you want to go from least invasive to most invasive. That's just another tip. It's 6:30. I took a nap. I woke up, and then what you guys just seen was me on my FaceTime call with my two other friends. We decided that we were going to have a FaceTime date because FaceTime study date because we were unable to meet together. So we just went over some of the documents that we've been using, and we kind of asked questions. Like, we'll do some practice questions, and then we'll ask like, okay, what do you guys think? Or what do you remember from learning this disease or this medication? And then we would tell each other like, oh, hey, remember to study such and such, or I seen this question on, or this concept on my exam, so remember to study for it. It's really hard. It's the exit exam, so there's a lot of information. It's 180 questions. So doing practice questions helps you realize what you got wrong, and it provides you rationales, and it also helps with stamina. So I'm gonna be doing this probably today's gonna be my busier studying day. That's why that's literally all I filmed. I've done nothing. Also, it's snowing and it's freezing outside. Bigger studying days, I'm going to probably study up until like 10 o'clock and then cut it off, because I do want to wake up and go to the gym again tomorrow and do the same thing, but I'm not going to study that long tomorrow. We have to hit a benchmark of 74%, and if you fail, so if you don't hit 74%, you still graduate. You still can walk. You still can graduate. You just won't get your ATT to test for the NCLEX. You have to do remediation, which is between like 4 to 6 weeks of remediation. You have to take it again, bench, and your ATT to take the NCLEX. Sorry. So we want to pass. We don't want to wait. We want to pass. I think I mentioned that, but I'm on my job hunt. I went to a job fair the other day. I still applied to one of the jobs back in March, and it was a new grad intern position. It was an intern position in the NICU for 6 months, and they haven't said anything back. I'm hoping they email me. That's the job that I really, really, really want, but I've still been applying other places. There are 2 more job fairs that I'm going to go to actually next week, I believe, Wednesday and Thursday. And just kind of show my interest, do the same thing, pass out my resumes. And usually at job fairs, they do on-the-spot hiring and on-the-spot interviews. So that's why it's kind of important to go. That's pretty much my spiel on the whole job hunting thing. I haven't really gotten far. I know a lot of my friends have accepted positions or are still looking and stuff. So don't rush it. We haven't even finished school. We haven't even taken our NCLEX, so it's really no rush. I know a lot of people want to have a job lined up prior to getting out of school, prior to taking the NCLEX and stuff, but don't stress it if you haven't gotten to that point yet. So I'm gonna continue. Like I said, it's 6:30. I'm gonna continue to do practice questions, continue to study. I might film a little bit more or not. I'll see you guys in the morning. good morning. Just left the gym, so out of breath. I had a good workout. It's 10:22, so I'm actually making really good timing. Today all I want to do is do practice questions, pick our test tomorrow, and I don't really have time to learn a bunch of new information. So I gave you guys my tips and my strategies and stuff on test taking, and that's literally what I'm going to be doing today. And then I'm going to study up until 8 o'clock again. I really want to like breathe and just be calm, be refreshed, get a good night's rest, and you know, prepare for the test tomorrow. I'm nervous because we have to get, it's 180 questions and we have to get so many right because we have to hit a benchmark of 74. 180, only 45 wrong. That's scary. So I'm just gonna try to do as many practice questions. I feel like I am getting a good grasp on like doing practice questions and realizing why I got that answer wrong or why I chose that answer, making sure that I read through the question, look at the words clearly, and look at the answer choices thoroughly to make sure that I'm choosing the right one. So yeah, we're just gonna be doing studying. I'm gonna go home, got some laundry to do. I'm going to make breakfast, and then I'm just gonna get right into practice questions. Oh look, my pimple patch, and my hair looked crazy, but I've like been so terrible at vlogging. I didn't do anything but study today, and then I went to Walmart and I got some pajamas and clothes for the kids and Tylenol because CJ is breaking like 4 new teeth. They're actually both going to the dentist on Thursday, and it'll be CJ's first time. And I'm like so terrified, already giving me a hard time just like brushing his teeth. So I know like any stranger going into his mouth is gonna be difficult. So we'll deal with that on another day. But I just kind of, I don't know, I tried to do practice questions and then I just been like getting them wrong, knowing that like I know the right answer. So I feel like that's my body telling me to just chill and not stress myself out. I do have all these notes that I've been doing practice questions, and then I've been like taking notes on them, like the questions that I've got wrong or the topics that I got wrong. Oh my gosh. So I might just study that over the course of a couple hours. It's 6:45, so I wanted to be done studying at about like 8 o'clock, because that's usually the time that oh my god, usually the time that I get the kids ready for bed, like eat dinner and take a bath, and you know, we settle down at around like 8 o'clock. So I might do maybe 15 minutes, maybe an hour of more studying or looking over my notes, but I'm so tired. I just want to get this exam over with. So I'm like so ready for tomorrow. The kids are crazy. It's a madhouse. I don't even have the willpower to study. So over it. Vlog again tomorrow when everything's calm and and when I'm in a better mood. I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. I just got out of my exam and I don't know how I feel about it. it definitely was questions like, oh yeah, this is like, I know this, and then it was questions like, I literally have no idea what this medication is, what this disease is, what to do. Like, I literally don't know, and that's what's making me scared. But I just keep going back and saying, you're not gonna know everything. I can always get it down to 2 answers, and then I'm like, oh, I don't know, it could be either or. So we'll see. We won't actually get our results back until tomorrow, which sucks. But now I literally have nothing to do. I have to upload our VADI log with all of our assessments and the grades we got, etc. So I have to upload that. That's completed. I just have to upload it. And that's literally the only thing. That's it. That's all I have to do. And I'm just going to be sitting here twiddling my thumbs until we get the results. But I'm going to go to Starbucks because I deserve it. And then I'm going to go home. And honestly, I might take a nap and relax because I finally can take a nap. I feel like I still have some weight on my shoulder. I'm graduating. I'm walking the stage. That's no problem. But the thing is, if you don't pass the VADI or get the bench of 74, you have to remediate for like 6 weeks, and then you take it again, and then you can get your ATT to test for your NCLEX. So it's like a whole extra 2 months, and I really don't want to do that. I mean, at the end of the day, if I have to, it is what it is, but I really don't want to. So I'm praying that I at least hit the benchmark. Even if I got the 74, I'm fine. Like, I don't care about getting an 80 or an 85. I don't care. Even if I just got like a 75, a 74.9, whatever, I do not care as long as I pass, because I really don't want to go through the process. I want to just put this in the past and focus on the NCLEX, take the NCLEX. Hopefully I have a job by then, walk the stage, and everything is magnificent right before the summertime. So that's my goals. That's what I'm manifesting. But I'm going to go to Starbucks, and honestly, I can chill today. So that's pretty nice. Maybe take a nap, relax. Oh, okay. So, got my Starbucks and my cheese Danish because it's literally the best combo. I forgot that I need to edit my video. You guys have already seen that video, but I literally need to edit it because I haven't even started. So I guess that's something I can do. You always have something to do schoolwork-wise, and now I don't. It feels good, but it feels like I'm missing something. I don't know where my camera's at. For some reason, me and my camera have been beefing because my SD card, you guys know, has been acting crazy. And then I'm like losing my camera. I don't know. I think it might be in my nightstand drawer because CJ loves my camera. I don't know why. I don't know. He likes like clicking sounds and different noises and stuff like that. So I don't know why he is so fascinated with my camera. But we're going to taste my coffee. I hate when they touch the sprout part that you're gonna put your mouth on. It's weird, but look at it. Beautiful. They know how to make the best freaking coffees. Anyways, I'm just talking. I'm gonna go home. It's much later, and I have been trying to edit my video, but for some reason my Final Cut Pro is literally not working. And hopefully by the time you see this video, you see my previous video. But if not, my Final Cut Pro is being a bitch. But anyways, it's 4:30 and I literally just found my camera, but I've been stressing all day because we have group chats, and I feel like if you are a nursing student, then you know, like, I feel like all nursing students have anxiety. And I feel like their anxiety is like 10 times worse, especially when they have an exam or a quiz or whatever. And we're not getting our quiz grades back until tomorrow, but obviously somebody has found a little hack to figure out if you failed or not. And so on ATI, it tells you the probability of passing the NCLEX. And so a lot of people were like, if you failed it, the test that we took, then your probability drops. Mine dropped. But I don't remember the last time I looked at it. 1. 2, I'm like stressing out because, like, what the heck? So I don't want to look too much into that because I feel like with the questions I got, I answered them correctly, and just with my knowledge and using the nursing process and everything that I said earlier. So I kind of feel like I'm okay, but still I don't know. So I've been stressing. I've been having anxiety all day, which is why I haven't filmed. But I'm at home. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna watch some Netflix, some YouTube, some Dance Moms, whatever. My mom's gonna make dinner. We're gonna chill. We're gonna relax. And honestly, that's a tomorrow problem. If I don't pass it, then I'll come on and tell you. If I pass it, I'll come on and tell you. And you know, the next steps and stuff. But like I said, it's 4:30. So I'm just gonna like watch TV and just relax. This is literally like the only time that I've had to relax in like 2.5 years. Good morning, guys. It's Friday. I am about to get Kylie ready for school, get her off to school, and then go to the gym. I have to update you guys about my exit exam, so we will talk about that later. Okay, so we are getting ready to go take the kids to see Bluey. What is that on my camera? I want to talk about my exit exam because we did get our results back. We actually got our results back the same day, and I did not pass it. So that's why I've kind of been holding off, and I'm going to do this as I get ready. I'm not really going to talk about the products because it's literally the same products, whoa, as I always do. So I'm not really going to talk about the products, but I do want to talk to you guys about me not passing my exit exam. Okay, so that whole day I was so stressed. I had anxiety. Like, oh, you won't get your results back for 24 hours because I'm in the morning class and they have an afternoon class that still needed to take the test. Freaking out like, oh my god, like I think we passed or whatever, like we feel good and all that type of stuff. And then one of my friends texts the group chat like, hey, there's this hack that you could do to figure out, because on ATI it tells you your probability of taking the NCLEX. And so throughout this whole time my probability was a 92%. All my assessments through my nursing career, ATI, you know, calculates your probability of taking the NCLEX. And I feel like the bigger the test, the, you know, higher the chance you could be passing. That throughout this whole, I usually don't check it. And so I checked it last session and it was a 92%. And then after I took some of the VADI assessments and some assessments in general, it went down to a 90%. So this little hack that you could do to figure out if you passed or failed the exit exam was look and see your probability and see if it dropped or got higher. So I looked and my probability dropped to an 82%. So I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I definitely failed, like no way, you know. But then I'm like, I don't remember the last time that I checked. Like it could have went down because we've taken exams every week for the past like 8 weeks. Could have went down just based on me, you know, not scoring the best for one of my exams or whatever the case may be. So I'm freaking out. My friend's like, oh no, mine went down to a 70. My other friend like, oh no, mine is up at a 90. But hers like went up. If you got a higher grade on the exit exam, your probability can go up, but that doesn't mean that you necessarily passed it because you had to get a 74. So say you got a 70 on the exit exam, your probability for passing the NCLEX might have went up, but that doesn't mean that you passed the exam. So we're sitting here freaking out. And then I don't even know what time it was. It was pretty late. My friend was like, the grades are in. We didn't pass. Like literally none of my friends passed. Everybody in the group chat was freaking out. Some girl got a 73.9 and you had to get a 74 to pass. And it just was, it was a lot. I had to take a break. I had to mentally take a break. What I was telling you guys prior was that even if you don't necessarily hit the benchmark of a 74% on this exam, you still pass the class. You can still walk through graduation. You're still done with nursing school. You just have to remediate and retake. Remediation can take up to 6 weeks depending on how quickly you get through it. You know what? I can't believe that I didn't pass it. And I studied for multiple days. Like I felt confident. I felt like it was hard. I felt like I guessed on a lot, but I felt confident in my guesses because I used, you know, my tricks. So I was feeling really down on myself, but I'm like, you know what? I have the opportunity to take it again. I remediate, you know, it'll be fine. I'm still going to be able to graduate. I'm still going to be able to walk. So why am I stressed? Beat it one, because I still haven't heard back from my dream job. So I'm feeling sad about that because I'm just like, if they didn't pick me, just tell me. But then I'm also like, I have 2 job fairs that I'm going to next week. So, you know, the hope is still there for me to be, I'm not necessarily, you know, stuck in one hospital. I just want to be on the unit that, you know, that I want to work on. I don't want to do med surg. I don't really want to do ICU. I had the opportunity to shadow in the OR, but that just wasn't, you know, what I wanted to do. So I didn't really want to waste their time. It sucks. I'm feeling, you know, I don't want to say stressed. I'm not feeling stressed. I'm just feeling kind of sad, which is why I haven't really been filming. I just uploaded a video today. Today's Friday, the 21st. So if you want to see my, you know, the video before, I don't even know when this video is going to be posted because I don't know how long I'm going to take this video. I think I'm going to take it until, I don't know. I'm not sure. But, yeah, I just haven't really been in the mood to film. And I'm not really excited. And I kind of feel like my life is just at like a standstill because it's the unknown. I'm excited that we're done. And, you know, I'm blessed that I've made it to this point because, as you guys know, I failed last semester and I didn't make it to this point. So I'm blessed to have made it here. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. So that's pretty much it. You know, I feel like I had to take the good with the bad. And, you know, this is not a step back. It's just kind of like a pause. So anyways, I'm going to get dressed. We're going to take the kids to Bluey at 7. And kind of just have some family time. And I don't know when the next time I'm going to talk to you guys. But I think I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow. So maybe I'll pick up the camera tomorrow, film a little bit. And then I think I just kind of want to keep this process going of, you know, what happens if you fail your exit or whatever. And give you guys some motivation for that. Because we're obviously still studying. Are you ready to see Bluey? Yeah. Yes. What about you? You ready to see Bluey? Yes. Okay.
Between us, just like making fences. You got shoes that I'm patching right now, 'cause we're falling apart, falling apart, falling apart. Passionate from miles away, passive.
finished with my meeting. It's a lot later now. It's almost 5 o'clock. I went to go get Kylie, went grocery shopping, and now I'm like, I have time to sit down and relax and talk to you guys. So where do I start? I pretty much wrote everything down that I need to do, even though they are going to give us like a document. What we have been using is PassPoint. So throughout my whole capstone course, we used this program called PassPoint, and we took all these tests and the things that I was talking about in my previous videos about hitting a mastery level of 7 and taking a post assessment and a baseline assessment. That's through PassPoint. So we have to enroll back into PassPoint and do so many things. And then we have a Canvas shell where we will upload everything from PassPoint just to document that we have completed everything. So we can start the process right now if we want to. She's going to send out codes for us to enroll into both of those programs, and you can start now. So it's a maximum of 6 weeks of remediation, but you can do it in like 4 weeks. So the first day to test, to retake for the exit exam, the first day is May 26th. So it's 2 days after our graduation. We can still walk. We will still get our diploma covered. Anyone has ever been to a graduation, but they don't actually give you your diploma. They send it in the mail. So you can still walk, you can still get your diploma covered and everything like that. You just have to complete the remediation, and then the next time they send out diplomas, you'll get yours in the mail. So we have to basically do 5 150 exams. We have to remediate on every question we get wrong. We have quizzes in our weak areas. We have to attend hour-long sessions each week, and we have a accountability partner, which is like a friend or whatever, to keep us on track. So each week we have to do that. 150 question exam, remediate, quizzes to hit and now we have to hit a mastery level of 8, not 7. And then we have to attend one of those meetings and then check in. Honestly, I think I'm going to start on my 150 question exam because that takes like 2 to 3 hours. So I think I might start that on Thursday. Honestly, all this should really prepare us for the NCLEX. Like, you should be able to take your exit exam, and then they send all that stuff to the registrar, to the state, to get your license, and then you can take your NCLEX within like 2 to 3 weeks after you've done all of that. All preparing you, and I feel like, you know, I obviously should have took a little bit more time in preparing myself, and I can beat myself up about it, but it's just like, why would I do that when I have the opportunity to test and just, you know, redo it again? And I will actually end the class with an A for that. I mean, I can still walk, I can still graduate, and a lot of the jobs have starting dates of June, and then you have a 45 window date to take your NCLEX. So I'll still be perfect for that. You just have to make sure you take it by the end of July, which I should be able to take that. So it's all really good news. It's all gonna be okay. I'm going to relax. It's 5 o'clock. All the kids are napping. Kylie doesn't really feel good. But I'm gonna chill, cook dinner, and just relax.
Between us, just like making fences. You got issues that I'm mentioning right now. As we're falling apart.
Decision to go left instead of right down a road in Baghdad, and the 10 soldiers with him are saved from a close-in ambush. In Kandahar province, Afghanistan, a non-commissioned officer from the female engagement team senses that something isn't right and directs the infantry platoon away from a 500-pound IED, saving the lives of a dozen soldiers. But if you think about it, not only were those soldiers saved by the decisions of one person, but their children were saved, and their children's children. Generations were saved by one decision, one person, But changing the world can happen anywhere and anyone can do it. So what starts here can indeed change the world. But the question is, what will the world look like after you change it? Well, I'm confident that it will look much, much better. But if you'll humor this old sailor for just a moment, I have a few suggestions that may help you on your way to a better world. And while these lessons were learned during my time in the military, I can assure you that it matters not whether you ever served a day in uniform. It matters not your gender, your ethnic or religious background, your orientation, or your social status. Our struggles in this world are similar, and the lessons to overcome those...
Guys, today was senior day. I'm in the parking lot of my school right now. I'm gonna go home because I have a job fair at 2 o'clock, but I just want to recap. So, we basically, our professors and our dean and assistant dean and everybody came to talk to us. They described what graduation would be like, what time we had to be there, and all that type of stuff. They provided us lunch, which was delicious, and we looked at a PowerPoint of like pictures, and then we got our bag, so it just says congrats, and we have our graduation tickets. I have my cord in here because I am cum laude and cum laude honors. And then, so in our first ever nursing class, we wrote a letter to ourselves, and every time I think about this, I get so emotional. So I opened it, but I haven't read it yet. I'm gonna read it tonight because, and I'm gonna cry right now because like it's just it's a dream come true to like finally be done and be able to walk across the stage and just graduate from nursing school. Now have this bag in my hand with graduation tickets. I maintained honors throughout the whole program. I mean, it's just it's amazing. It's a blessing, and I'm so thankful. And every time I think about this letter, I get so emotional. But like I said, I'm not gonna read it because it's just I mean, that was 3 years ago. So to think that like I am where I wanted to be, or you know, I'm close to where I wanted to be from 3 years ago is just, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. So that was pretty much senior day, and now I'm done. Well, obviously I have to study for my exit. I think that's the last time I filmed was on Monday after we got through with our meeting, and I had to like sign stuff and email to be able to go through that process. And then now I'm gonna start studying. I'm gonna start studying tomorrow just to give myself, I gave myself 2 days, yesterday and today. And today, like I said, I'm gonna go to the job fair. I have a job fair today and tomorrow because I really need to lock down a job. Like I actually need to lock down a job. I feel like when you complete one goal, the next goal happens. And so that's my next goal, is to lock down a job and then to pass my exit and then pass my NCLEX. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. I literally cannot believe I made it, and you guys have pretty much seen me go through my ups and my downs, and we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep trucking. We're gonna keep accomplishing our goals, and yeah.
Why don't you take so? Take me the notes, no
didn't even close out my last video. It's actually a couple days later, and I haven't even started editing that video. So I'm like, you know what, let me close it out. Didn't do a proper outro, but I actually was sick over the weekend, and you guys know I'm in the incomplete process for my school because I did not do well on my exit exam, which is fine. It's okay. It's just a little setback. I've been doing that the past couple of days, just homework on top of homework. It's a lot of remediation, 6-week incomplete process, but I'm trying to cut it down to 4 weeks to take it 2 days after I graduate. So the last time I talked to you guys, I was doing hiring events and stuff, and I actually got good news from one of the hospitals, and I'll be shadowing and doing a second interview on the labor and delivery unit, so that's exciting. But just wanted to close this video out. You guys can comment, like, and subscribe. I'm going to edit this video tomorrow because I have so much homework and all that stuff to do. I am going to make a separate video on doing the homework and the remediation and the incomplete process, and then also kind of in the same sense studying for the NCLEX and decorating my cap and graduating, and also all that should be in the next video because it's in like 3 weeks. So stay tuned for that. If you can click the link down below and donate to the GoFundMe that I had talked about earlier in this video, that will be greatly appreciated, but don't feel like you need to. Just want to, you know, reiterate. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.